Yo, what is up, Clashers? Today I'm going to teach you our strategy on how to win on Saudi Arabia. The circuit is Jeddah, and we do use a too soft, 3 hard for your driver number 1, and driver number 2 is going to go for a 3 hard, 2 soft, 2 medium. We will explain everything to you during the race, and we do start on P9 and P10. It's a way better method to teach you this strategy instead of starting P1 and P2. So, from more or less the mid-row, we do select our boost copper because we need a race start for Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, because it is very, very important to grab as many positions as you can at the start of the race. If you do start further forward, you are entitled to use Merlion and Tuning, 2 very, very good boosts. So do use those if you can. Now, we're going to focus on Carlos Sainz mostly on the first part of the race. We do boost as much as we can to gain as many positions as possible. And then we're going to focus on Charles Leclerc. He does have a very, very important part on this strategy to do when everyone else pits, because he will be doing kind of an overcut and try and avoid everyone that's doing the undercut on him to gain positions. Right, Carlos Sainz, he's on P3. And we do relax a bit. We conserve as much as we can here on this long straight. You can conserve as much as you want. And then we boost on the corners. It's very important for him to try and catch up the AI that's in front. So we got rid of the Red Bull. And now it's time to catch up Hamilton on that first position. And once you've done this, it's pretty much game done for Carlos Sainz. He will grab that P1 easily. And then you can focus as much as you want on Leclerc. Leclerc, we did see the signal that he was defending, so we gave him a little bit of a boost so we don't lose much position. Currently on P9 sitting, but now it's when the magic will happen. So, Sainz goes into the pit and he does not service for a second stint of the softs. And we are going to focus now on Leclerc because every other AI will pit. We conserve a bit to gain the ERS on this long straight, and then we boost. Leclerc will have some clear air here now. Any of your second drivers that's using the 3 hards will have some clear air. So now what you have to do is boost as much as you can and try and catch up the drivers in front. So the gap that he had between the McLaren and himself right now, he's gained it all now. So everyone that's tried the undercut will more or less be now on par with Leclerc. He might make some positions or not. We do suffer a bit with him here because Carlos Sainz was pretty fast on those softs, and we had to make some team orders. We will pit Charles Leclerc onto the soft, and we do service him on this stint. Now, focusing on Carlos Sainz, it's his last stint now. We will apply the hard tyres. He does service. We do boost him as much as we can to gain a big enough gap. So when he comes out of the pits, he will be at least maybe 3rd position and everyone else has to pit at the same time or before him. He does not have to pit anymore. That makes sense. Now we focus on Leclerc. He's on the softs. He's on the faster tyre, and we need to make up as many positions as possible for him when he's on his softs. So we do grab at least 2 positions with Leclerc. He's right behind the Mercedes. We can get an overtake here on this corner. We conserve as we can, and then he goes for the mediums. The reason why we choose mediums is because the soft tires will not last till the end of the race. So if you have a low tire management, pick the mediums. If you pick the softs on that last turn, you will run out of tires and you won't be able to finish the race, and people will overtake you. So now on the soft, he's catched up the guy with medium tyres. That's Verstappen. He does have the Ferrari in front on hard tyres, but they both have to pit. So that means if we can't pit in front of them, he does make the overtake. It means we got 2 less cars to worry about now with Charles Leclerc. He will go into the pits, and let's see where he will end up. We forget also, and you can do this on your races like we do now, is check when you're coming out of the pits who you got to overtake and what tyres they're in, so you know how much you got to boost. We get a slingshot out of the pits. He goes up to P6. He's on the mediums. Everyone else in front of him has hard tyres. We checked that on the pits, so he should be fast on catching them up. There's 2 more drivers in front that has to pit, so that means he will make it onto P4 for the last lap of the race. So here we go. We're going to try and catch up as much as possible. We do need to conserve on the straights a little bit. There we go. Get some ERS, back into the mediums. This corner you want to push and then conserve. The McLaren into the pits. Hamilton, I believe that was into the pits. So now we're on P4 and we have to catch up the other two drivers that are remaining on the hard tires. Remember, when your second driver, for my sake, Leclerc, when everyone pits and he has clean air, has got a massive gap in front, you want to push to gain that gap back. And look how easily he has managed to gain P2 with the medium tires against two hard tires of the AI. Remember, if you're using the soft tires, you must have a very high tire management for the last stint. If not, you're going to run out of tires there, and both of the AIs over there will gain their position back, and you will only get P1 and P4. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this will help for your GPs or your duels when you're racing in Jeddah. We will catch you up on our next track guide when possible, when we have time from the wife. And also, a shout out to Happy Mother's Day of all the women around. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next race.